Four friends, Arjun, Priya, Rohan, and Maya, decided to camp. A haunted forest near Varanasi was their chosen spot. Legends whispered of restless spirits and eerie occurrences. Arjun, the daredevil, laughed it off. "Arjun, just stories," he declared. "Let's prove them wrong." Priya shivered. An uneasy feeling crept up her spine. "Priya, maybe we should reconsider," she whispered. "My grandmother used to tell me about this place." But her words were drowned out by Rohan's excitement. "Rohan, come on Priya, don't be scared, it'll be an adventure." And so, ignoring the prickling fear, they ventured into the woods. The forest welcomed them with an unsettling silence. The air grew heavy, thick with the smell of damp earth and decaying leaves. A strange mist began to rise, swirling around their feet like ghostly apparitions. As they set up camp, the sun began its descent, casting long, eerie shadows that danced menacingly around them. A sudden rustle in the bushes sent chills down their spines. Arjun, trying to mask his unease, chuckled. "Arjun must be a wild animal, nothing to worry about." But his words lacked conviction. The forest seemed to be closing in, its silence broken only by the pounding of their own hearts. The darkness deepened, and with it, their apprehension grew. Nightfall. The temperature plummeted, a bone-chilling cold seeping into their bones. Huddled around a crackling fire, they shared ghost stories, their voices barely above whispers. Each sudden crackle of the flames, every rustle of leaves in the wind sent shivers down their spines. Priya swore she saw figures moving in the shadows, their eyes glowing menacingly. But when she pointed, there was nothing. Just the relentless dance of shadows. The others dismissed her fears, but a palpable tension had settled over the group. The forest, once a place of adventure, now felt like a menacing entity watching their every move. Rohan, his voice trembling slightly, recounted a local legend. The forest, he explained, was haunted by the spirits of travelers who had lost their way and perished within its depths, their souls forever trapped. It was said that on moonless nights, their cries could be heard echoing through the trees, searching for peace that would never come. As he spoke, the wind picked up, howling through the trees like a mournful spirit. The fire sputtered, casting grotesque shadows that danced on the faces of the terrified friends. Priya felt a cold hand brush against her cheek, and she let out a strangled cry. "Priya, someone, or something, touched me," she gasped, her voice filled with terror. Section 5. Signs of the Supernatural. Panic began to set in. Their laughter from earlier now seemed a distant memory, replaced by a chilling fear that tightened its grip with every passing moment. Strange symbols appeared on the trunks of surrounding trees, glowing faintly in the darkness. They resembled no language they had ever seen, yet seemed to pulsate with a malevolent energy. The air grew heavy, thick with a cloying scent of decay, and an overwhelming sense of dread. Their flashlights flickered and died, plunging them into an oppressive darkness. Whispers seemed to emanate from the surrounding woods, chilling whispers in an unknown tongue. They were surrounded, trapped in a nightmare of their own making. Section 6. Face to face with fear. Then, from the depths of the forest, a figure emerged. Tall, skeletal, with eyes that burned like hot coals, it moved towards them with an eerie grace. Its ragged clothes fluttered in the wind, and a low growl emanated from its throat, sending chills down their spines. Paralyzed with fear, they could only watch as it came closer, its skeletal hand outstretched. The air grew frigid, the temperature plummeting to an unnatural degree. Priya screamed, a high-pitched wail that echoed through the silent forest. Their nightmare was real, and it had come for them. Section 7. Trapped in terror. The friends scrambled back, their eyes wide with terror, but there was nowhere to run. The figure was upon them, its skeletal hand closing around Arjun's throat with an audible crack. He gasped for air, his eyes bulging, as the life was slowly choked out of him. Maya, her voice hoarse with terror, grabbed a burning log from the fire and hurled it at the figure. It struck its target, and the figure let out a deafening roar, a sound of pure rage and agony. For a moment it seemed to hesitate, its grip on Arjun loosening. Section 8. A glimmer of hope, a dash of despair. That was their chance. Rohan grabbed Priya's hand, and they ran blindly through the darkness, the figure's enraged roars echoing behind them. They didn't dare look back, didn't dare slow down, their lungs burning, their legs screaming for respite. But where was Maya? Had she escaped too? Or had the creature taken her? Their hope was a fragile thing, flickering precariously in the face of overwhelming fear. They had to escape, had to reach safety, but the forest seemed to stretch on forever, a labyrinth of shadows and terror. Section 9. The Final Revelation. They burst out of the forest edge, collapsing onto the cold, hard road, gasping for breath. They were safe, for now. But as they looked back at the dark, forbidding silhouette of the forest, a chilling realization washed over them. They were only two, not three. Maya was gone. Suddenly, Rohan's phone rang, shattering the silence. It was Maya. Relief flooded Rohan, only to be replaced by a bone-chilling dread as he heard her terrified whisper, You didn't run. You're still there. Standing right behind me. The phone clattered to the ground, the call ending with a blood-curdling scream. It wasn't the forest they had escaped. It was something far more sinister, something that had followed them home.